Okay, so Smash. Cool game, right? Alright, a little while ago I made a video about Marth Lucina's Nair-1 to DB1 string and how silly it was, and something I glossed over was that Nair-1 actually does have some combo potential. It's not the most wild thing ever, but I mean, these two aren't exactly built to have a crazy combo game, and they're still amazing, so who cares? Anyways, I got curious and I wanted to look into everything that Nair-1 can combo into. I'll be checking out everything that ups the combo counter here in training mode from 1 to 2 without DI because I don't have any friends and I don't know how to mod, and maybe add a little sentence on when this move is, I'd say, appropriate to use out of Nair-1. I'm gonna sort these out from grounded normals and then aerials and then specials, and I'm gonna try them at 10%, at 50%, and at 90%. Yeah, you can jab out of it. You can have tilt across all three ranges, but unless you're Marth and you space it well enough for it to be a tipper, then I really don't see the point. It can put your opponent at the ledge, but for Lucina it feels like a waste of potential considering the other stuff you can combo into. Works across all percents. Up tilt is pretty great with both Marth and Lucina because it sets up for combos, and if it's a tipper then you might just kill. This is a juggle tool and a confirm for Marth, and for Lucina this is a juggle tool, but you're better off killing with something else. F-Smash is the classic option for Nair-1. It works across all three ranges, and if you're Marth, I'd really advise you to learn how to space it, and if you're brain dead like me, then you're good to go. Also, as a little side note, because this is probably the one you're gonna use the most, it actually true combos all the way up into the high 120s with no DI, but after 100% the timing starts to get a little tight, and it gets to a point where if you want it, you actually have to wait and charge the F-Smash a couple more frames before letting it rip. And at 125 and above, you actually have to scoot forward a little if you want it to be true, and at that point, why even attempt it? Meanwhile, Nair is pretty simple. In early percents, it just puts your opponent away from you. But this is a kill move, and it does combo in later percents too when it's strong enough to finish off Mario here, which is nice. It's almost like a continuation to the last one because it picks up in the mid 120s where F-Smash leaves off, which is pretty baller. Fair works all the time. It's Lucina's best move, probably not Marth's because tipper F-tilt exists. And although at mid and high percents it's good for positioning like Nair-2 was 10 seconds ago, at low percents approaching with a rising fair kinda leaves you open if you land it. Fair is amazing, but it's better if you land with it rather than rise with it, especially at low percents. At mid and high percents, you can still do it out of Nair-1, and I guess it's just positioning. Back here is amazing, just out of Nair-1, maybe not so much. Sure, it's like forward air if you want to do finger yoga for a little bit of extra power. Alright, wait, I'm editing the video right now and I found out that Nair-1 back air actually can be good and also way easier than how I showed it here if instead of turning around quickly you run forward and just jump and back air. It's pretty cool because you can use it to throw off your opponent's DI and launch them backwards instead of forwards like pretty much every Nair-1 combo in this video, but at the same time back air isn't as strong as F-Smash, so I guess its real use isn't as a general kill confirm but more of a specific one for when you land Nair-1 near the ledge hoping for a KO but you're facing the stage. Up air is cool, sets up for a juggle and kills eventually at like 150 but earlier with a tipper. Also, now that I plugged my mic back in after the whole back air edit, let's take a break from the combo so that I can remind you that just because something is technically a true combo here doesn't mean it's a good idea to go for it. Like, come on, Nair-1 to up air at 10%? Why? Nair-1 itself isn't like a core part of Marth Lucina's game. Sure, it's a really fun thing to land, but let's not pretend like this is optimal. The last thing I want to do is show you guys a somewhat obscure part of these two and tell you that it's just as important as like down tilt confirms. I'd love for you guys to start using these tricks, like that is why I made this video, but I'm not in teacher mode right now. I'm kind of just going over cool stuff I found. Down air is the coolest in this list. It works in mid to high percents. It's a pretty cool looking shield break punish across all percents from the 40s up until the 130s, but again, at that point, just do one of the easier kill options like Nair or up B or F-Smash. It combos into it at low percents easily, mid percents if you jump but has some consistency issues, and at high percents, it barely does. I don't think it's the best idea to do the full side B after Nair-1. It's better if you do it after landing with fair, by the way. Side B is still a great move, just not the most consistent if you do it in the air, and because you have to jump for it to be true, then it's just a bad follow-up unless you're doing the Nair to DB1 trick. Finally, there's up B. It works across all percents and Lucina starts killing Mario here at 113%, and it works all the way up until 250% and probably even higher percents, making it the confirm with the widest percent window in this video. And it's surprisingly easy to land, but if you don't, then you're in free fall, so good luck with that. And that is the Nair-1 combo list. Let me know if I missed any. Yes, I tried grab. Yes, I tried dash attack. Those would have been cool, I guess, even though dash attack sucks. And yes, it works with final smash. Also, just as a little disclaimer, don't go out out of your way to land Nair-1 if you're starting out. It's not the most optimal thing ever, and it's kind of risky, especially because if you're Lucina, you have to be close to your opponent for it to be more consistent, which means no spacing for Nair-1 combos, unless you're Marth, because tippers, but also that means you need to be more precise. Sour Spot Nair can combo into stuff just as much, but generally a tipper Nair-1 results in a tipper follow-up, while a sour Nair-1 mostly sets up for sour follow-ups. It's not always the case though, like look, both of these hits were sour spots, but only one comboed into the sweet spot. Like what? I don't know, Marth is hard. But going into detail about when sour hits connect to sweet hits and when they don't would take up an entire video, so maybe look up someone who actually made Marth. So overall, as cool as these all 1-2s are, and as much as I'd love to see you guys prove to your friends that Marth and Lucina can be flashy, at least a little, just keep in mind that you should probably try to learn this after you have the basics of these two, like down tilt confirms and other bread and butter stuff, until landing Nair-1 starts to come more naturally and you could do all this cool stuff freely without feeling like you skipped too far ahead. That was the video. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed and join the Discord if you want to hang out or play some games. Alright, cool. Bye.